Everybody needs a ninja. Something I have always said. 'Cause you never know when someone else might want to see you dead. Everybody needs a ninja. Ninjas know just when to strike. Though they dress the same, I'd never say that they all look alike. 'Cause that ain't right. They do ninja moves with ninja things. Watch ninja ball with ninja wings. And ninja beers that they can kill one bottle at a time. They strike from near or far away. You'll never know if you're their prey. They always make their getaway. No ninja prints or stars are left behind. Everybody needs a ninja. Maybe one or two would work, so that you can use one when your boss is acting like a jerk. Everybody needs a ninja. Well, that's a simple fact of life. They can kill with sheets of paper. They don't need no stinking knife. They live their lives so secretly, and ninjas kill so gracefully. They leap from tree to tree like Jackie Chan or Chow Yun-Fat. They use their super ninja power to kill someone at any hour. They could be hiding in your shower. You never know just where they're at. Everybody needs a ninja. Ninja podcasts are the best, but they only let you listen if you pass a ninja test. Not like the rest. Everybody needs a ninja. It's good to have one on your side. Everybody loves a friend who would avenge them if they died.
That's ninja pride.
The ninjas are your biggest fans if you're a member of their clan. And if you're not, your plan had better be to run like hell. 'Cause ninjas find you anywhere. There might be ninjas in your hair or hiding in your underwear. They're everywhere, but nobody can tell. Everybody needs a ninja. There's one right behind me now.
Well, your arm looks like a railroad track, and you ain't got no friends. Tomorrow you say you'll be alright, but the trouble they never end. Cocaine, a horse, a deal like it is a heavy-duty concoction. You a student in Maine, you can get your hands on. You're living on a lunatic friend, on a all-night shooting Mom and Dad said drugs made you their slave. As you lie there in the gutter, these are the last words that you'll mutter. I want everybody to start pissing on my grave. Say what? I want everybody to start pissing on my grave. Slam bang, right down the main line. Slam bang, tickles down your spine. Slam bang, you're killing yourself now. Cocaine, a horse, and did lie dead. It's a heavy duty concoction. He was shoot anything you can get your hands on. Slam bang, right down the main line. Slam bang, tickles down your spine. Slam bang, you're killing yourself now. Cocaine, a horse, and did lie dead. It's a heavy duty concoction. He was shoot anything you can get your hands on. I said you'll shoot anything you can get your hands on.
A little more music variety for you. We started off with Matthew Ebel doing Everybody Needs a Ninja. If you guys haven't heard of Matthew Ebel, by the way, the last name spelled E-B-E-L. He's one of those internet music artists. So if you haven't heard of him, you should check him out. Check out his stuff. It's pretty entertaining, and it's very well done, as you can tell by the one I just played. Especially if you're wearing the headphones, you get the full effect with that one. He also did one called "Everybody Needs a Robot." But yeah, good guy, kind of witty. And then we followed up with, well, maybe someday you'll stagger into a honky tonk and you'll find these guys. 9 Pound Hammer. And that's their song, Slam Bang. Dedicated to all the junkies out there. You can find them off the album, good God, what is it, like 25 years ago from this song. About the same time when rockabilly started coming back, and then it like kind of tanked out. Although I don't think I've ever seen any musical genre tank out as fast as swing music did. I mean, it was there and gone before the year was even over with. But, you know, hey, at least Brian Setzer made some money off it. Because he was tired of being a stray cat. But that's just my thought on it, Kadan. Could I be right? Could I be wrong?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's the way to be fair to Midland. Oh, I tell you what, we were a little bit late because I decided that I would have some food, and I decided I was going to be really lazy, so I made a bowl of cereal. Because I had like my dinner, I had like I made some more beans with a little bacon added, and this time some sharp cheddar, mixed in this pepper ranch dressing that I had around, and that was kind of delicious.
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Beans do have protein, so you know, got to give them that much. Oh, so I will leave it up to, since we don't have a lot of people in the chat, because you know, no one expects the IRS or the Spanish Inquisition. I will let you guys guess what cereal I actually ate. I'll give you the choices that are in my cabinet. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Churros, with the Sugar Smacks or Golden Smacks or whatever the fuck they're calling it now.
Mm-hmm.
The generic version is up in my cabinet, so I don't know what they fucking call it. And last but not least, S'mores cereal. So you guys can get your votes in now. Cadet, what do you think?
I'll vote for the churro.
The Cinnamon Toast Crunch churro?
Yes.
Although, seemingly, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch churro kind of looks like it's going to be like Captain Crunch because it's not like little, flat sheets of cinnamon toast. It's made to look like a churro, so you think if you eat them, it's going to rip the roof of your mouth. But if you do leave them in the milk for about 30 seconds or so, they start getting a little soggy, so they're edible. They don't hurt. Only emotionally. Where it counts. And when we flip to the big screen, I'll tell the story of the female man. But I'm not seeing anybody put any guesses in.
Guess, bitches, come on.
Come on, there's only 8 of you. Be strong. United, we stand. I've been drinking a lot of water today. I think that's an okay thing.
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
I should probably go and get myself a thing of water because I haven't.
All right.
I think I need more in my system than what I. Okay, so like I had some. I made myself fucking cereal treats from like some old cereal.
Are you talking about like how they make Rice Krispie squares and stuff?
Yes, except we didn't really have any good Rice Krispie squares or any good Rice Krispie cereal.
What'd you use?
I use this stuff that's supposedly like hold on. Let me go look at the fucking bag. It's old as shit. We've had it for a while, but I was like, yeah, why not? Old marshmallows, old cereal. It's not like I have milk, so this is, this stuff needs to get consumed somehow, and I'll make these little treats. And I have butter and I have vanilla extract, so it's all good. All right, it's called it's one of those multi-meal bags.
Okay, I'm with you.
And it's a Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake remix.
Oh my! How old's that?
Hold on. Best if used by May 15th,
2019. Okay, you're still all right. It's all.
Yeah,
it's only over a year.
It's only just over a year. Like whatever.
Should I even say what it was, or do we just move on and
Okay, yeah, no, say it.
and leave them in limbo?
Yeah, a little. No, yeah, fuck them. They didn't want to make any guesses. The limbo it is.
It's cereal limbo. You guys will just have to. That'll keep you awake a little longer.
Just message me what it was, because I'm actually curious now.
Oh, do you want me to do it on Discord?
Either or
Okay.
at this moment. Oh, this is bad now too. It's got some floaties in it. That's not good. Yeah, I guess I can't drink that.
If it's milk and it has floaties, definitely do not drink it.
Well, it's not milk. It's hold on, I'm looking for a thingy. May 11th, 20. Okay.
What is it?
Oh, it's a Minute Maid plus
Oh, orange juice?
tropical lemonade.
Oh.
It's tropical lemonade.
Wait a minute. Is it the kind that comes in the 2 liter, or does it actually have like more than 15% fruit juice?
25% ingredients: pure filtered water, sugar, lemon, and apple juices from concentrate, clarified mango juice from concentrate, orange and pineapple juice from concentrate, less than 0.5% of natural flavors.
Okay, well, you shouldn't drink it if one, it has fuzz on the on the surface, or two, if it smells fermented. That's when you walk away from it.
Well, there also does not feel to be any tightness. Like when I squeeze the bottle, there's still some give.
Uh-huh.
The top of it hasn't like bubbled up in any way, shape, or form. And I know that's like one of the things you got to check for to see if like bacteria started like forming and breeding.
Well, also you can pull the cap off since it's separated from the actual liquid. It'll start forming mold on the inside of the cap if it's been around too long, even if it's still sealed.
Yeah, no, that seems to be good.
Okay.
And it doesn't smell fermented. It does smell stale.
I can understand that. Because usually it'll go flat before it'll go bad. Flat is a precursor to bad.
It doesn't taste too bad though.
Yeah. I haven't had a single actual. Have I had a beverage today? No. Only thing I've been drinking is water today.
No, me. I've been needing liquids like crazy lately. I don't know what's going on.
I drink at least, at the very least, a liter of water a day. Usually about 2. I don't know what it is, but it's something that I do, that I got used to. I did send away and get new ice trays, not from Wish.com, but I did get Rubbermaid ice trays. And so far in the 2 days that I've had them and have been using them, I have not broken them, because I do, for those of you who haven't tuned in to the Doc Talks About Ice Trays, I'll make it short. I usually break the fuck out of ice trays. You know, because you got to put the twist on them to get the cubes loose. And 9 times out of 10, I will end up cracking the trays, so they become useless. And it was funny because when I lived at the ghetto mansion, the neighbors who lived in the back, when they moved out, they left a shitload of stuff, including like crack pipes and, you know. But they left like a set of ice cube trays. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take those. So I did. Because the landlord said, hey, if there's anything in there that you want, go ahead and take it. I don't care, you know. Because I was basically just checking it out, making sure they hadn't fuckered everything up. Which, the ghetto mansion's already fuckered up in many different and amusing ways. So I couldn't really say. I just like sent her pictures of it. Sent my landlord pictures. I'm like, here, does this look like it was fucked up from the last time when somebody moved in? So I took them, and they've been working for, they were working for about 8 months. Because usually the limit is, when I'm doing ice, I usually have like at least 3 ice trays. And I'll rotate them, you know. I'll empty one, fill it, and then I'll put it at the bottom of the stack. It took me forever to teach those guys that no, when you fill the ice tray, you don't put it on the top, because the next person who comes to get ice, they're going to think that there is ice in there and not water, and spill it all over their damn self. What the fuck are you doing?
Feeding the animals.
Holy fuck!
Sorry, my it picked it up really loud, didn't it? I'm sorry.
I thought you got caught in a landslide.
No, slut over here.
The apparently Button needs food and needs it now. Well, so these ice trays are working for like about 8 months, Because I will bust the shit out of like, you go to the dollar store, you get that 2-pack of ice cube trays, and they last me maybe about a month before I crack them. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay $4 whole for 2 ice cube trays made by Rubbermaid, and thus far they have been performing very nicely. I have I have no complaints. Matter of fact, by the way, I did already no context tweet while the music was playing.
Of course.
I posted I love titty sprinkles.
Okay.
We were talking about it quite a bit, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start the day off with something really weird.
Yeah, that works.
But here, I will, in context, I will no context tweet what my Rubbermaid ice cube trays look like, because it's not traditional, and it's weird. If you take a look at the picture, you'll see on the ends of the ice cube trays, there's a plus on one side, there's a minus on the other side. Now I thought, okay, so I guess you reverse the trays so they don't fall into each other. Well, those kind of physics, Rubbermaid does not have Mensa working for them. I see where they were trying to go, but they didn't get there.
They failed just a bit.
Yeah, because they don't understand that ice cube trays, people will normally stack them. Like the ones I bought from the dollar store, they have like a stubby ice cube and then a big ice cube. So if you turn the tray opposite to how it was stacked, they'll stack without dipping into the other ice cube tray. But yeah, I don't know. At least, you know, it's Rubbermaid. You know, I guess I paid for the name, but we'll see. We'll give them the test. We'll see how long it lasts.
I mean, I've had plenty of ice. I've had a couple different styles of ice cube trays. One of my favorite ones was if you turned it one way. If you put them in one way, like they would fall into each other and stack into each other. But if you just flipped one around, they stacked on top of each other. Yeah,
that's how they're supposed to do. And like the one I showed with Rubbermaid, they look like the ice cubes should be wedges because they're curved. And you would think that they wouldn't go into each other, but they do kind of dip in if you're stacking them. So, yeah. So there's there's that one. All right. Fascinating world of ice cubes. Well, not the ice cubes, but the ice cube trays. The delivery.
Well, now that we've both got our cigarettes lit.
Shall we do this?
Shall we do? Yeah.
Good morning.
What's up, bitches?
Okay. I think you can get this one. I have faith. There is supposedly 12 people watching, but not all of them are interacting in the chat. So I have a good feeling.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling that you'll get through this one.
I'm a lady.
So, oh my. So,
that's why.
Good morning to one of our immortals, Ghost Dog 999.
Ghost Dog.
Good morning, 3-Force Yoda. Good morning to our goat, the greatest of all times and also immortal, Torish. Good morning, Space Force Commander. Good morning, Brad Young. Good morning, Gaming and Yelling. Good morning, Nacho Damas. Good morning, Johnny Hellcat. And, sneaking in the back door. Good morning, Kaz. That's it.
Oh, okay. We started off with Ghost Dog. Fuck my brain. Hold on. I get it. Your dick is small. Good for you. Ghost Dog, 3-Force Yoda, Turish, Space Force, Brad Young, Gay, Nacho Damas, Johnny Hellcat, and coming in the back door, just how gaming likes it, is Kaz.
Ta-da!
Ha ha ha! Fucking A right.
Success.
What's up, bitches? There we go.
I did have somebody send me, now that we're on the big screen, I did have somebody send me a thing where they're like, well, I tried to donate to you, but it wouldn't let me. I'm like, dude, don't look at me like I know anything about it. I've been wrestling with fucking Streamlabs for what, 4 months now?
More than.
Oh, God. But, so yeah, I sent, what was his name? Mike? I think it was Mike. I sent him another note and said, hey, you got everything ported over, but still for some reason the link is not working. So here's the link that we have. You tell me what the fuck is wrong. And so I'd say in about 4 or 5 weeks, I'll hear a response back from Streamlabs.
If you're lucky.
By the way, what did you think about the dichroic glass sphere?
That was pretty cool.
Pretty cool. It's fucking awesome. I need some hallucinogens so I can just look at that all damn day. I can't show you the video of it because when I looked at the video, I am a complete and total dumbass. Because I don't know if you. I tell you what. When I'm going to go ahead and post a no context tweet. Look back at that video. I mean, it's only like 20 seconds long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look back at that video and see why I can't post it. You tell me why I can't post it.
Once I finish with my cigarette, because that requires me to go back inside the house.
Good goddamn. You should be able to smoke in your house.
Well, I don't.
You're an adult.
I don't.
Yeah, that's the one thing I thought about when I was going to move into the assisted care place. It's like, oh yeah, we've got a smoking room. And I was like, I got a room. I should be smoking in. But yeah, here's dichroic glass. It is an optical illusion. So when you look at it, it does actually look like a little spiraling tunnel that just goes on and on and on. But I got one of those in the mail today. I'm saying this to make it a lead in to the story of the day for me. God damn it.
The female man.
The female man. I moved into this neighborhood, and now I know this chick because like she's been on the job for maybe about 8 or 9 years. Because when I was back helping my buddy get these houses set up for rentals, I think she was delivering the mail because this chick just basically is filtered out to everything that's around her. And she's got her and she's got her Bluetooth in, and she's constantly talking to somebody. I don't know who the fuck that she's talking to.
Herself?
She's talking to somebody because it sounds like one side of a conversation.
I can have one side of a conversation with myself.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult. I have done it before when I've been walking alone at night in the ghetto. Like, I've done it before. Like, I'll just pull my phone up and put it to my ear, and I'll be like, oh my God, you're kidding, right? Oh, I know. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I hate when that shit happens. You know, like I can pull that shit out like nobody's business.
Okay.
If I want to. And especially if you have voices in your head. that are saying things, and that's what you're listening and responding to.
So anyway, no, I've been here for like a month now, and I'm getting packages. I don't get an actual lot of letter mail, but I do get packages. And when she delivers the package, I have a mailbox on the outside. It's a standard size kind of mailbox. So if it's a small type of package, it can fit in there. Anything like, say, the size of like a Funko Pop. It's like one little Funko Pop in a box. It's just a little bit too big to fit, so it can't be put in. So that's the size of my mailbox. When she gets mail for me, unlike UPS, unlike FedEx, unlike DHL, all three of them, even Amazon, I've got a little foyer that they added on to the house. So it's not actually my front door. It's a little foyer, maybe like 5 by 5. And they will open up the screen door, the storm door, and they'll set the package in the foyer and go about their business. Well, she'll walk up to the door with packages in hand and literally drop them beneath the mailbox. She won't set them down. She'll just drop them. And then she'll walk away. And if they bounce and hit the ground and block the storm door so it's hard to open it up to where I can get the package, that's not her problem. So I caught her a couple weeks ago and I was like, hey, could you do me a favor and not throw the packages down? You know, just set them down, because like some of them are fragile and you might break stuff that's in it. And she literally was turning around as I was talking to her and walking away. So I'm like, okay, I was nice this time. Well, today I had 3 packages that I was tracking. I knew that they were coming in. 2 of them were like Funkos, and one of them was this dichroic glass sphere. And so she tosses the 2 Funko boxes down by my mailbox, even though I'm walking up to meet her. I see her walking up, and I get to the door at the time when she throws them down on the ground and walks away. And I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And I pick them up, and by the time I've got them picked up, she's already around the corner. No, she's already around the front of the house. So I'm like, okay, well, this is only 2. I was supposed to get 3 today, because I know there's 3 out for delivery. So I take the 2 in. And then she comes back. She comes walking back about 5 minutes later, and she's got a smaller package, which could fit into my mailbox. She scans it and then just throws it down in front of the door. That's the one with the glass sphere in it. And
Does it say fragile on the box at all?
Yeah. It says glass on it. And I'm like, hey, do me a favor. Don't stop throwing my shit. I asked you nicely and you didn't do anything. And she's talking to her friend and she walks away again. Not even recognizes me. So I'm like, you know what? Motherfuck you. I know that your job is not to be a complaints agent, but your job is to occasionally interact with the people to whom you are delivering mail. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. It was already like 5:30. And I'm like, screw this. I called the 1-800 number for the post office. Sorry, doing some more water. I'm like, I tried doing this the nice way, right? Mm-hmm. I tried saying, please, you know, some of the stuff I have is fragile. She ignored me. Then I yelled at her today, and the funny thing about it was it took an hour and a half on hold for somebody to pick up from the post office. I was on hold for an hour and a half. And you know, because we've had the conversation, that's not even close to a record for me. So you know,
No, yeah.
that's like county jail time, man. You can do that standing on your fucking head. So lady comes on, and I was like, listen, I have to file a complaint with my female man because she sucks. And you know, so they're like, well, what did she do? And I explained just what I said, and she's like, wow, well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, send this to her actual post office, and somebody will call you within a day or two. And I'm like, that's fine. And I said, oh, by the way, did you want the video footage of where she's throwing my packages on the ground? And she goes, what? And I was like, yeah, I've got Ring. So anybody walking up to my door, it will film them and what they are doing. And you can clearly see her do it not once today, but twice. Throw packages on the ground and walk away.
And that's today. That's just today, let alone like the other times, like since.
Yeah. I'm like, there's more of them. There are definitely more of them. And she's like, no, I think maybe one or two would be good. I'm like, okay, here, I'll give you my email. So if they want it, I can just email the video to them, or you know, I can put it on the cloud in a folder. But yeah, if you guys think I'm full of it, then I actually have video and audio evidence. As I'm trying to talk to her as well, she's walking away from me. Not even basically deigning to show that I exist. I really do hate cunty people. I mean, super cunty people. Because you know what? I know technically it could be a hard job to do. I had a buddy who was a mail carrier, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's not so much as long as you're in shape. I mean, basically, it's like you get to walk for 8 hours. He's like, it's not so bad if you plan it right. Yeah, it's not a hard job to do. Anybody can do it. And he's like, you know, he's like, you notice though, when you're looking around, that like most of the people who are carrying mail now look like they're overweight. I'm like, yeah, come to think of it. And it's like the people who are in shape are like the UPS drivers and the Amazon and the FedEx drivers, because you know they're getting clocked going from their truck to the door. So yeah, they definitely have to be in shape. Postal people, they take their fucking time. They're only going to get paid 8 hours, so it's however long it takes you to finish your route. But yeah, I filed a grievance, so now I'm going to see whether or not the bitch is going to be truly cunty and like try to fuck with my car or something. I mean, but that's right out front too, and that's, if somebody comes around, that the camera will pick that up too. But yes, and so I don't like my mailman or my female man. And yes, by the way, the other two packages were Funko Pops. Do you know what they were? No, of course not, because I'm the only one who knows, because I bought them. One of them,
They're Funko Pops.
one of them was a limited edition Human Torch that glows in the dark, and the other one is Tyler Durden from Fight Club.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
Tyler Durden.
And it's funny too, because the guy that I bought it from, he's like, read the description. So I read the description, and somebody was opening up like a case of them. The box cutter ran over the top of the lid, and so there's a cut in it, and he was like, are you sure? Are you okay with this? and I sent him back the quote, "I don't want to die without any scars." And he's like, "All right, cool." So yeah, now I have a Tyler Durden Funko Pop. Do you think any less of me now?
No.
Okay. I do have every Fantastic Four Funko that's been made now. So I guess that's a good thing. Except for like they came out with like a series of like monochrome. Where it's like grayscale. And I'm like, I don't see why I need those, especially because they're like, oh, they're con exclusives. So anytime you hear con exclusive, they tack like another $100 onto it. Although I did get a con exclusive from San Diego Comic-Con in 2016 or 2017. Do you remember the movie Dred?
Yes.
Based on Judge Dredd with Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. But if you went to the San Diego Comic-Con and stopped by the Judge Dredd advertising machine booth, you got like a free mini poster and an actual Judge Dredd badge. That part of their giveaway stuff. And sometimes it is pretty cool to get that kind of shit. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I think the more creative they are with their giveaways, I think the more chance you're going to have to actually go, you know what? I got this really cool thing. And if they came up with a cool promotion, they might just have a cool movie. And so, yeah, I mean, that's inspirational. Like when I did my, when I did my independent movie, since it was about superheroes who think they have superpowers when they get drunk, I had shot glasses made. And those shot glasses were pretty fucking cool. I don't even know if I have any around anymore. I know that my non-stepbrother, the kids that my dad married into his third marriage, I think he took them and sold them. So that's kind of shitty. Oh, here, I will no context tweet the Judge Dredd badge. That's the gimmick that they were giving out during the San Diego Comic-Con. And it's really pretty fucking cool. I'm not a badge collector, though. Is there anything that you collect that you might consider a little off-kilter?
I think something that I collect that could be considered off-kilter.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't really say I collect things.
Well, rocks.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even that's not too off-kilter.
Now the only other one that I have, I don't think it's the same one that I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one because it's hard to see it because it's still in the bag because the guy apparently never used it. The only other badge I have is a Psycor badge from Babylon 5. And they actually even, well, here. Yeah, here's the back of the badge to show that it was a promotion that Warner Brothers did to try to, you know, beef up some more interest in it. But yeah, there you go. I know context treated. Yeah, that's the only other badge that I have. Um, I did collect superhero Legos. I think we were talking about it a few weeks ago, and I've got like all the Stan Lee Legos. They made like 9 of them, so I have the whole set of Stan Lee Legos, including the one where he's in the spacesuit. That's pretty cool. Trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, I collect Saint stuff, but that's a generalized thing. It's not like, oh, I get all the Saints Zippos or all the Saint shot glasses. No, it's just like if it's cool and it's got the Saints on it, yeah, I want it. I was tempted though to hop on a plane, fly up to Seattle, go hang out in the Chaz, or what is it, Chop?
I don't know.
I wanted to go there and see if, as a tattooed guy who looks white and has short-cut hair and like horn rim glasses, to see if people would try to roll me. But they got up to shooting number 5 yesterday. So good for them. Do you think it's sad that people have the concept of a good idea and what their utopia should or could be, and it degenerates into fucking Lord of the Flies within a week?
If I care.
Do you not care?
No.
Oh.
That's what they want to do, and they want to fall. If they succeed, cool. If they fail, whatever. Like, I don't fucking care.
No, they have failed, which,
I don't live there, so I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, after the 5th shooting, now the mayor's like, oh, it's no longer going to be the summer of love, is it? So they're going to start sending in police to disperse them. Which, it's okay. You can do that. I mean, if people are starting to see the thing that really got me the most about it was the poor bastards that were living within that block that they took over. The people who regularly lived there. And there's a shit ton of reports of just because it was like upper middle class apartments. If the middle class actually exists anymore, but they're like upper middle class apartments, and these people were filing reports on the regular about their shit getting broken into, their vehicles getting broken into, and people stealing shit that was heretofore safe, but that nobody wanted to walk off with. But like people were stealing like people's potted plants that were sitting out on their like porches or balconies. Which, why would you want to climb into a balcony and steal a potted plant?
Don't ask me questions. For the thrill of being able to climb into the balcony, and then you're taking the potted plant as your trophy.
Now, have you been watching any of it? Because it is.
No.
It is. It is pretty goddamn interesting. Oh, hey, good morning, Panda.
Hi, Panda.
Because they decided that they were going to build a garden. And initially, they just threw down dirt and tried to put seeds in it. And then somebody's like, no, you have to layer it. So they put cardboard down, and then they put dirt, like topsoil. They put dirt down, and then they try to plant seeds in it. And it's like, I don't think there was an agriculturalist anywhere, except for find the guy who's growing all the pot, who decided to show up. Rope him in. Have him become the secretary of CHOP Agriculture, because I'm sure he would get results. But you're planting seeds, and it's June, and you've done a garden before, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Really? Okay.
I've never. I mean, the closest to a garden I've ever done was like in my elementary school. We had like a school garden, or like I would help my mom with like some of the plants and stuff she would like to plant. But
But do you?
I've never tried to cultivate because I already know like I have a black thumb.
Oh, like anything else, it's just a matter of training to figure out how to do it. You can crack the code. You do have to spend some time with it, though, quite a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically what you do is just like a farmer would. If you're going to be planting things for yield, then you wait till you get the last bad frost in spring, and then you plant in spring, so you can harvest in summer to late summer. Unless you're doing like pumpkins and that shit, then it really doesn't fucking matter because they're pumpkins. Like a buddy of mine, we went over to his house because he was like, I want you to see something. And so we go over, and he's like, I want you to see this. This is awesome. And he had stakes, and he had vines growing up these stakes. And the vines were probably at least 6 feet. And the stakes were like 8 or 9 feet. And he's like, I think it's going to overgrow it. I'm like, what is that? He's like, that's cucumber. I'm like, you're shitting me. Because cucumber, I've only ever seen it grow like low on a trellis. He's like, oh no, man, they become cucumber trees. Just barren cucumbers, and he had his tomatoes already flowering. So apparently last year, and he just grows it. He's in one of these. We built all these model homes in the 60s. So he's in one of these like little 60s homes, a little back, a very little backyard. But my God, his half of his backyard is literally lined up with tomato plants that are flowering. And he's like, oh yeah, these are cherry tomatoes, and these are going to grow like the size of my fist. And he's like, yeah, I got all these, and then I got my cucumber trees over here. And I'm like, that is fucking nuts. And he's like, no, check it out. And he showed me pictures of literally last year his grew, because he planted late, his grew up to about 6 feet, and they had huge ass fucking cucumbers hanging off of it. It was just amazing shit. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna grow food for yourself, no, think of Guns N' Roses. Need a little patience. Yeah. Because Yeah, that fucking shit will not grow overnight. And I expected somebody to be out in the agricultural section of CHOP, like a real pothead going, that ain't how you do it. That ain't how you grow it. I can show you how to grow it, but you're still going to have to wait a couple months before you get any food. So people were like planting spices. And yeah, spices do grow quickly, people, but spices do not make a meal.
They just make a meal better.
Correct. Oh, I did add in my shopping list, the one thing I'm like, okay, so I'm on my own. I know what I'm getting. I'm going to get me some potatoes and some A1. I love mixing A1 with my baked potatoes.
Not a bad mix.
Yeah. Chives, if I can get them fresh, I'm okay with that. If it's like the prepackaged shit at the grocery store, I don't necessarily like them. They don't really taste that fresh. I mean, I will go out in the fucking alleyway and pick the fucking wild onions. I mean, I can smell them. I know there's wild onions out there in the alley because I can smell the fucking things. And like nobody's ever gonna pick those onions for anything. And because wild onions don't really grow big, but they are a form of onion. But they're more like chives, and they taste like chives. Just like little baby green onions. I think that might be a better description.
Born to grow chives, baby.
Dun 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 dun. You know what? I almost watched Grease yesterday. I don't know why. I guess it was because I was kind of getting depressed. I was watching the True Crime Story channel, and like the first 3 or 4 hours, it was nothing but here's how we caught this criminal. And then like today, I was watching it. I was watching it for like 3 or 4 hours, and all of them were unsolved cases. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch one that has a conclusion.
There's no such thing.
I was also watching something called 911. Not like the William Shatner one. But it was really odd. Because what it is they do 911 calls.
Mm-hmm.
And they do reenactments of the 911 calls. And they do a good job building up the attention.
Yeah, I've heard of that before, I believe.
Yeah,
like, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's on Discovery or A&E or some such cable nonsense. But I couldn't stand watching more than one because you could tell when it played on cable where the commercial breaks are.
Uh-huh.
And then they have to go back and recap everything, like take like 20 seconds and recap it. It's like, fuck it. Go on. Tell me what happens with this. Tell me whether or not, essentially this person lives or dies. Because that's pretty much what the drama is. Like, there was this guy who just got released from prison. And he was mentally unstable, but he had served his time, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, good morning, Buzz of the Hive.
Hi, Buzz. Sugar pie, honey, Buzz.
I can't help myself. I love honey and nobody else. This guy had been out of prison like for 8 hours, and he just randomly picked a house And he kept knocking on the door, and it's like 4 in the fucking morning, and she calls 911. And she's like, listen, there's this guy, I've never met him before. He's knocking on my door. He looks kind of crazy. Please send cops immediately. And the 911 dispatch was like, okay, don't worry. I'll dispatch cops, and you hear the cops going, oh yeah, we're about 4 miles out. We'll be there in just a little bit. And it legitimately takes them like 10 minutes to drive 4 fucking miles. 10 minutes.
What's up, Gherkin?
Praise the bitches.
And good morning to our Lord and Savior, the Full Metal Pickle.
Hi, Doc.
So
Have you seen this show that he's talking about before?
911, I think so. But there's also like another show with like a similar title, I think. That's now like I can't remember what channel it's on. But it's actually like a drama show.
no, because this is like this isn't on the major, because I know they CBS came out with a 911 show.
Yeah.
But I can't think of what it is. But yeah, it's got 911 in the title. So anyway, this elderly lady is like, you need to get somebody here, and you need to get him here now. And she's like, yes, ma'am. Well, don't worry about it. And then you hear a window break, and she's like, oh no, he's trying to get in through my bedroom window. And she's like, and she's like, I got a gun. And she's like, ma'am, if you've got a gun, I wouldn't suggest. And you hear like, you hear her go, God damn it, pow pow. And she's like, ma'am, did you just fire your gun? She's like, yes, I did. I don't think I hit him, but he's away from the window. And this is like 4 minutes in, right?
Mm.
So, it literally the length of the call is like 12 minutes, and it goes to it goes a few more minutes. She's like, he keeps walking around the house. He's not leaving. I need the police here. I am in fear for my life. And she's like, and the dispatcher's just fucking clueless. So it gets about 5 minutes down the road. That motherfucker tries to come back in through the window that he broke. And she's like, she kept yelling, I'm going to shoot you. Get away. Do not try to come in my house. I'm going to shoot you. And the whole time the dispatcher is going, don't shoot him, ma'am. Just don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. The police are going to be there. And the one thing in my head, I was like, fuck you, dispatcher. The cops were 4 miles away, and it takes them 10 fucking minutes to get there. Apparently, they weren't hauling ass. Did they not want to spill their coffee? I don't know what the deal was, but it really kind of pissed me off. Because, yeah, if they're 4 miles away, then their response time should have been like 5 minutes. They should have fucking been there by now. And so you can just hear the dispatcher going, "Do not shoot! Do not shoot!" And the old lady's like, "God damn you!" And pow, one shot. And she's like, "Ma'am, did you discharge your firearm?" She's like, "Yes, I did." And he's laying out there on the lawn, and he's not moving. She's like, "Where did you shoot him?" She's like, "It looks like I shot him in the chest." And the dispatcher was doing shit like, "Well, ma'am, if he gets to one side of the house, is there any way you could just get to your vehicle?" I'm like, are you the idiot that's in all the zombie movies? Where it's like, oh, hey, we'll distract the zombies over here and on the right, and then we'll go to the left. No, that shit does not work in real life. Especially because the guy was legitimately insane. He was a crazy motherfucker. And who knows what he would have done to that lady if he would have got into the house.
The dispatcher does not know that. The dispatcher has to go by the training that they've received.
Fuck the,
That's all that is.
fuck the dispatcher. The guy got shot at. She shot at him, two warning shots, and he went away from the broken window, and he kept circling around the house, trying the doors and the other windows. Then he decided just to go back in the window that he broke. Fuck that. That is all civility is out the goddamn window at this point, because you've got to be a little bit playing hockey with a warp puck. If somebody shot at you after you broke through their window and tried to climb in, and then you're going to try to climb back in again, fuck that. Your cheese done slid off your fucking cracker. She had every right to shoot that motherfucker. And then, after they were done with the reenactments, they actually show the old lady. And good God, man, she's like a skeleton with flesh on it. I mean, she was old and decrepit. So, yeah, I mean, if I would have been her, I'd have been scared shitless. So, fuck that dispatcher. And then they had another one where there was a guy who was, I think, an ex-husband. And he found out that his ex-wife, they were having a family reunion. And so he picked up a gun and went to the family reunion and just started shooting everybody. And dispatch is like trying to tell this woman while she's on a cell phone, running away, where she can hide and all this stuff. And you can hear her get shot. And she got shot in the back and it pierced her lungs. And you can hear her doing the fucking death rattle, like choking out on her blood.
Fun.
And I'm like, I don't like this show at all. I do not want to watch this show. I do not want to listen to it. No, bye. I've seen a lot of cruelty happen, IRL, and the reason why I was watching the whole wasted my time, and you made me sad because did it got away with it. I don't like those. I don't like stories that end like that. But that's just me. Take it, Cadet.
Thanks for coming, folks. We'll be here random days of the week.
I was rambling like a son of a bitch on that. I do like Forensic Files though, because they always do one. They always do one, and every episode that they do, they catch the person because they're like, we do forensics. We figure this shit out. It's none of that. Oh well, we didn't catch him. Fuck you and your we didn't catch him.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the Forensic Files has been on the air for years.
Yeah. I remember.
So,
I remember there was somebody I was going out with, and I loaned her my best of because back in the day when something was kind of going good by the second season or the third season, they would they put together like 6 hours on one video, and so I had one of those, and God damn it if she never returned that fucking thing. I guess it's better than when chicks used to fucking steal my My concert T-shirts.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of my favorites. I had a Dead Kennedys, too drunk to fuck. And yeah.
I have one. I have no idea whatever happened to it. It just like vanished. Because sometimes some of my shit just vanishes.
No, I went back through some of my shirts because I started like folding them and actually putting in the chest of drawers because that's how bored I was. And I found my typo negative, the bloody kisses.
Very nice. Now I had a shirt that it was a Seven Dust shirt. It had their second album cover on the front of it, the home album, killer album. But it was a long sleeve T-shirt. So on the arms it said like Seven Dust, but on the back it says I couldn't remember your name, so I'll just call you asshole.
Yeah. Now one of my favorites that was a long sleeve was when I went and saw it was Disturbed, Taproot, Chevelle, and Un Loco.
Un Loco?
Yeah. I hate Chevelle. Always hated Chevelle. I do not, and I refuse to say that Chevelle is one of the bands that I've seen the most times because I was just in the general vicinity of the festival. I did not spend an ounce of time watching them. Although the shirt I just described, that was an indoor, so I couldn't get away from them.
If you don't want, like, if you wind up having Chevelle stuff that you don't want, I like Chevelle.
No, the only thing I had was that shirt. I bought it out of a guy's trunk when we left the concert. He's like, dude, get these shirts for $20, and I was like, dude, I'll give you 10 for that bootleg. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't know, and I was like, that's all I got is 10.
See, I don't know a whole lot by Chevelle. I remember like when I first heard them, they sounded like they were like trying to rip off Tool. And then the next thing I knew, like the Red blew up everywhere. And it didn't quite sound like the same band. So I didn't realize it was the same band.
I mean, from what I heard, it was like generic. So I'm like, I don't want to hang around and listen to these guys. But I've been around festivals to where I had the opportunity to see them 6 times.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, anytime there was an X-Fest band, they were fucking there.
Wow. Are they local?
No.
A lot of times, like, locals will do that.
Well, fuck.
You know,
dude, Seether showed up like 4 times here. And they're definitely not Dayton natives.
But I didn't say they had to be like Dayton, just like Ohio natives.
Oh God!
One of my favorite bands is Ohio native.
Devo,
Mushroomhead.
Ah, let's see.
They're from Cleveland.
I didn't know Mushroomhead was from Ohio.
They're from Cleveland.
I know. Do you remember the band Hawthorne Heights?
I remember them.
Their only song that charted was like the I Love
Ohio is for Lovers.
Yes. They are fucking tools because they are Dayton natives, and every time somebody's like, hey, you know, Hawthorne Heights is playing out tonight, it's like, fuck them. Because they apparently were very asshole-ish.
The only band I would consider a local around here that made it big are Broken Up because their lead singer's too busy fucking around with some other bullshit band. But, yeah.
And that would be?
Mudvayne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're from Peoria, which is like an hour south of me.
Dude, the best band to come out of Dayton, it's got to be the Ohio Players. Because they are what is funk. I used to love the Ohio Players, and they had those provocative covers. Like, Ohio Players, probably a lot of you have never even heard anything except for Love Roller Coaster.
Wow.
I'm going to bet.
It's a good tune.
So
I do love the Chili Peppers cover.
I don't. I don't think they understood what the song was. But here's like they had the balls to come out with covers like this here. I will no context tweet a couple of them. There we go. There's one. That's the cover for their album Fire. Yeah. Let's see. This is and it was always a gatefold cover. Like here's the one they had for their album Honey, and this we're talking about mid-70s people. There was not a single person who was like, "Oh my God, that's offensive," because the white suburban people didn't listen to Ohio Players anyway, so they had no fucking clue.
Right.
Now, think about this one. Here, I'll do one more. This is the cover to their album Pleasure. How many people would have gone through the fucking roof if they would have seen this cover?
Nowadays?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A black woman chained up? Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
But, I'm always a fan of the Ohio Players. Like when I lived in the projects, one of the Ohio Players' baby mamas lived down there. And he would come. It was the guy who wrote Funky Worm. I don't remember which one it was because I never actually met him. But he would always come down, and he had a brand new 76 Stingray, and it was purple glitter. The paint job was purple glitter. It looked like, if you ever saw like the old Tonka toys, where they used to do cars, not like construction vehicles, but when they did cars. That's exactly what it looked like. And he was throwing money around. So for his kid, he actually bought him a 76 Stingray purple glitter pedal car.
Oh wow!
To match his. And it's funny because in the back of his Stingray, he had the gold 45 for Funky Worm.
I know. Just going back to the merch shit.
Yeah.
There was always those incredibly, which I guess you can count these shirts as offensive. Cradle of Filth shirt. They always had some sort of crazy fucking orgy or fucking something brutal on the cover of the shirts. But some of them would say like Jesus is a cunt on the back. and then a while back I saw a picture and it's a guy dressed as Jesus and on the back of the t-shirt it says Danny Filth is a cunt. I thought that was fucking awesome.
I can't. This is the best that I can reenact it. Here's a picture of a purple glitter Tonka car, and this is basically what his Corvette looked like. I mean, of course, this is like a fucking dune buggy. So, stop being purists.
Oh,
just get the idea.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that. I know they coked away quite a bit of their money.
Yeah, as do a lot of bands.
Hey, you know, it's a privilege to do whatever the fuck you want with your money, right?
Yeah, but when it's your first single, you don't do that.
I want some Coke.
A cola?
Yeah,
Mm.
actually, that's exactly the Coke I want. I want the sippy, not the snorty. Or sippy, not sniffy.
Well, yeah, because you can put the rum in it.
Exactly.
What is it?
I am not snorting rum.
What is it? I hate the taste, but I love the smell.
I don't know.
That's a cocaine joke.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Answer.
When's the night with the cannon blast?
I don't know. Have you picked a time or a date? Because this is this is your this is your barbecue. I'm just here enjoying it, and you're making some good fixings.
You know what? If you guys are willing to wait until International Rum Day,
When the fuck is that?
that's in August.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. If you don't want to wait that long, then how about this Wednesday night? Because I have my writers group, and considering the fact that I'm planning on going the fuck off because of some of the bullshit fucking moves that 71-year-old toddler pulled from the last time.
Can you just put your phone into your like jacket pocket and have it turned on?
Well, you see, I can't do International Rum Day.
Why?
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. I'll be at work.
Oh, okay. So this Wednesday then.
All right. Because yeah, I've already got a bottle of Cannon Blast.
We're gonna yay!
Mine came with a cannonball, with an extra cannonball that can be used as a cup.
What?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from? I want it.
Got it from my little liquor store next to me.
No, they didn't have anything, just the bottle.
How much was it?
It was like 15.
$15 for that with a little shot with the little glass.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to send you $15 in my address.
What would you call it? Promotion? Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll no context tweet a picture of it. It's just skull and crossbones, right? The shot glasses.
It's not shot glass. It's an actual like cup. Like it looks like a cannonball.
Oh.
And then you put a straw through the top of it to drink out of it. So it looks like a cannonball with the fuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because the only thing I found was the Captain Morgan promotion where they were giving out shot glasses with the Jolly Roger on it.
Oh. That'd be cool. I think I'd be more excited for like skulls, but
fuck! I don't know where I put my shot glasses. I'm gonna have to find that shit.
Oh, I want to get more shot glasses.
Here's one they actually sent out with the promotion. They had the nice ones, but I like these, the cheapy ones. It's got the Jolly Roger, and then on the back, actually has Captain Morgan's Cannon Blast on it.
I mean,
I was gonna say good morning to Shadowcat and good morning, Best Remy. They stopped in to say hi.
1 second. I found a picture of it, so.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Shadowcat. Hi, Best Remy.
I'll just toss it over in the general.
Okay.
I was gonna say you could no context tweet it. Your dick is adorable.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Want it? I fucking want it.
Fuck. We never see those around here.
Yeah, or here.
Well, generally, when I find like the promotional stuff with liquor, it's either like at Walmart or something. But
does Walmart sell liquor?
yes, they do not sell Cannon Blast.
Oh.
And I know at the time when I went looking for Kraken, they didn't have Kraken then, but now they have Kraken.
Oh wait, here's another one. Apparently, you could get glasses with it. Who the fuck needs glasses? Really?
That's pretty cool, though.
I mean, I like the shot glasses, but I don't like the actual eyeglasses.
Right.
That's so 80s.
Say the album I pre-order that I'm waiting for, the bundle I got comes with a pair of sunglasses.
Is it ZZ Top? Are they cheap sunglasses?
They are cheap sunglasses, but they're polka dot cadaver, so it's good stuff.
And by the way, I've only ever taken a sip of the Cannon Blast.
I haven't even busted the seal on mine yet.
It's interesting. But here, you want to see sacrilege when it comes to alcohol?
Sure.
This is our friends from Captain Morgan.
Oh, I've
seen that.
I've seen that.
I've also seen the coconut.
Here.
I like that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And like that, you've lost me.
Well, wait, coconut and rum go together pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, they're regional, but you can't grow like a pumpkin patch next to what is it, a sugarcane field?
Mm.
I think that's how they make.
But yeah,
rum, right?
I've seen those and a few other flavors at one of the local stores here.
Oh shit! Ghost Dog's at the air with his mom. I hope everything goes well.
Mm-hmm.
IRS, tell her the IRS sends our best. Of course, when we're on air, we're never really at our best. So take that for what it's worth. We're sending good vibes. Yeah, there. Okay, wait a minute. Now this one I would try. Here, let me get that one posted up. I'd try that one.
Oh, the Apple Smash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like when I was when I was in junior high school, one of the things I used to do, because I used to play football, I would take one of those Coleman stand-up coolers, because we had big lockers.
Mm-hmm.
It was what, like a 5-gallon or 3-gallon, I forget which, but I would brew up hot apple cider, and I would pour a bottle of Jack Daniels into it and make apple jack. And a little bit of cinnamon, just to be as macho and gay at the same time. But
Gacho? Gacho?
Gauchos.
Gacho.
But yeah, the football team wasn't as much excited about winning the game as they were the after celebration with the Applejack. We kind of sucked as a football team, but we were pretty decent young teenage alcoholics. We were appreciative.
Yeah, we used to get into the sour apple.
Okay, so what do we mix with the Cannon Blast?
Well, it's a spiced rum, so I figure Coke's good with it.
Well,
Dr.
Coke is
Pepper.
good with it.
I can't do Coke.
Coke is good with it. It does it. Have you tasted any of it yet, Pickle?
Not yet. I haven't even broken the seal.
Do a small little shot like now, or do it like a small little taster, because Doc and I already did together.
Well,
So like
I'll
this way you'll be even.
I'll try that when I get home.
Oh yeah. But like, do that because that will help give you a sense of the flavor profile it holds on its own, which is really good.
I
Like I could down that shit by itself, no problem.
See, I'm thinking like pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice will work too. Orange juice will work. Lemonade could work. I once used it to mixed with a lot of wine. It was a couple of bottles of the Cannon Blast, along with some wine, along with like a thing of Gatorade and a bit of and like one of those 20-ounce bottles of 7-Up.
Okay.
And I made like this boss ass fucking like spritzers. Like they all thought it was like sangria, and I'm like, oh, I can add fruit to that. Bra bra bra. Boom, and it was so good. I was really proud, and like because I did that at fair, and my whole group at fair dubbed it my death punch because like they were just drinking it, and they did not realize how drunk they were getting.
Woohoo!
Because they didn't realize how strong it was, and I'm just like, yeah. I mix so many alcohols. It's so good. But it goes really well with a lot of different things. And so when you get home, Pickle, like just try a little taste so you can get an idea of the flavor profile.
Just a bit of the sippy sip.
Yeah, because it's not like regular spice rum. It's got a little bit more to it. Like
Wait a minute. The CAT scan, isn't that the one where they put you in the tube?
Yes.
Oh, dude, they have to knock me out every time. Because I'm like, I'm not going to hold still. I'm taphophobic, you fuckers. So you're going to have to put me out. Because that way I won't move. And I always like to have somebody there with me. Yeah, like family member or something. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to think of some famous last words, you know? And I've come up with a couple of good ones. I'm not going to share them. So if anybody ever like writes a biography on me, they can go to my different relatives and get the dumbass lines that I've come up with. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the CTs. I'm not a fan of the. I went for an I think it was an open scan CT because the MRIs are like no problem.
Mm-hmm.
MRIs are just like, you know, those are open with a little thing that goes around you. But I went to an open CT and it was like I was being pressed between two pieces of huge concrete. It was even more horrific. But they were like, hey, you know, make sure, go ahead and bring a CD that you like, and we can play the CD, and you can sit there and listen to it. So I brought a fucking Motorhead, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. They didn't like it. They did not like it at all. And they left me alone. They didn't come back until it was done. Until the time had expired. I mean, I don't know. They put like an egg timer on me, or what the fuck it was.
Huh.
No, I think the. Oh no, because they're showing in just an MRI machine. Was it? Yeah, no. No, because the MRI, they don't put you all the way into the tube. Usually not.
Are you thinking of a CAT scan? Because MRI machine, yeah, you usually do go all in the tube.
I don't remember which is which.
Because CAT scan is just a scan of your head. The MRI will usually go for the whole body.
Well, the CT is like when they slide you into the donut, right? It's more like a donut. It's not like a tube. Have I befuddled you?
I don't know. I don't go to hospitals or doctors because that costs money. I could always ask my mom because when she had her cancer, she found out the day she went in for her CAT scan, and that was when we gotten the kittens. Like my dad had driven her, and they had found 2 kittens inside the back seat of our car.
Because you heard
like
going mew
the
mew
car that
mew.
we had was like, huh?
You heard him going mew 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 mew.
I guess so. Like it's just my dad was the one who found them. He thought I'd put them in the car, and I told him I didn't. And of course, he didn't believe me. But who's shocked?
And what were the kittens' names?
Chad and Twiggles.
And you named at least one of them.
You did.
I could guess which one.
You're probably guessing correctly.
Okay. Well, I'm just going off the last 2 cats that you named. Because I would go safe with the Twiggles.
You would be correct.
The last cat I named was the white cat, but I always just ended up calling her White Cat. But her actual real name, the real name that I gave her was Princess Kiki. Because usually when you went Kiki, she would automatically perk up and like walk over to you. Until she became, a shithead. Until she became more princess than Kiki. And then Nursey named the black cat Grimmet from some vampire supernatural series that she was reading. Don't ask me what it is. I don't know. The hell was that?
Oh, somebody sent me a video. And I clicked to see what it was, and I didn't realize that the sound was up so loud.
Yeah. I need more water, and I need to expel more water. So I'm gonna turn the shindig over to you so I can do that real quick.
Piss break.
Woohoo! BRB bio.
But yeah, no, it's a thingy. It's been a thing. Today's been a day. I don't know what to do with this day.
I don't even know what to do with myself mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that song. I don't know what to do with myself. Don't mind me. I'm at a point of ramble. My brain is mush. Like it is a beautiful pile of mush. Like today's just not a day that I wanted to deal with. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. No need for the
Oh, sorry, my brain
right. Oh, I watched this fucking movie on Netflix today, and I'm just like, I didn't know they had porn on Netflix now, because the very first scene in this fucking movie, it just starts off with some fucking, and like, it's not. It's like softcore. It's basically just some softcore, you know, and I still didn't understand the movie or the point of it. Like, I'm just like, cool. Like, the main character, you find out he's an unlikable pile of shit. The woman whom he's reminiscing over is an unlikable pile of shit. And I'm like, is this supposed to be like a warning for people who are in toxic relationships? And it's just like, no. Look, this is what love is. Oh, I get it. You're fucking retarded because you think that you're equating sex with love. And because the main thing that you two had that was really great was the amount of sex. And like, you had like, there was only one scene that showed them having like some sense of actual conversation that wasn't involving sex.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but because like, he's constantly cheating on her, she cheats on him, she's a junkie, or she likes to, try all these drugs and stuff like that, and it was just one of the most ridiculous things that I'd ever seen. And I'm like, I don't understand the point of this. And obviously, and there's this one point where he's talking about, oh, I'm going to be a director and blah, blah, blah. And then he goes and fucks some random chick at a party that he's at with the girl he's with.
Oh.
He's dating this chick and they both go to the party. And then he goes and fucks this other girl who's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to be a director. Oh, do you like movies? Do you, what's your name? Blah, 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 blah. And he goes and fucks her. And it's just like, cool, so you're cheating piece of shit. And of course, the weak dumb bitch stays with him, and then she's like, I cheated on you, and he's just like, why would you do this to me? And it's one of those where it's just like, cool, so you guys are just basically in a really poisonous toxic relationship, and you're both fucking weak and pathetic, who will stick with each other until he finally knocks up some other girl. And it just happens to be a girl that they'd brought into their threesome or whatever. But while his girlfriend was away, he goes and fucks the girl, just by himself, not with his girlfriend or whatever. And then the condom broke. And so he winds up knocking that bitch up. And it's and that's when she's just like, you're I'm leaving you now. And it's like, oh, okay. That's what it took. It wasn't the first time he cheated on you, or probably the other various times he's cheated on you. And then it even goes into a flashback, because this whole thing was basically a flashback. The whole movie was basically like a flashback, because him in the current time, the kid that he got the other girl knocked up with is 2 or 3 or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it mostly flashes back to him being in the relationship with the other chick. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, so tell me about your ex. And he starts talking about his other ex, and it flashes back. Well, it doesn't even do that. It flashes back to when he was with his previous ex, and and of course it's like a sex scene, and then he starts telling like his previous ex, like, I'm in love with you, like I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Like, I get it now. I think I understand this movie. He has no actual, and the chick says this to him. She's like, you're an amazing guy, but I don't think you actually understand what love is. And yeah, I can fucking agree wholeheartedly. Neither of them do. Nobody in that fucking whole fucking movie does.
What's love got to do with it?
It's just like, cool, like.
And what movie is this?
It's called Love on Netflix.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Love Actually. That's one of Nursey's favorites.
Does it have like a weak ass cuck and a weak ass bitch who who stay together in spite of being highly toxic with each other?
Well, Love Actually is they tell a whole bunch of stories at once. Like the director's going, well, you're bound to like one of these. It's like fuck. It's like 4, I think, like 4 or 5 romances all at once.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here, I will no context tweet a picture of the DVD cover. It does have some faces that you would recognize. It's got Hugh Grant, Liam Neeson, Colin Firth, Laura Linney, Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Keira Knightley, Martine McCutcheon, Bill Nighy, and Rowan Atkinson as the Beaver.
I mean, I've probably seen it. I just don't. I don't remember enough of it.
They show it on TV.
Yeah. It's one of those. Oh shit! The holidays are coming around. What semi non-offensive holiday thing can we play and get away with? Because technically it's a Christmas movie, but then again, technically Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Gremlins.
Yep.
But Bruce Willis said Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
That's because he's a twat.
He's become a twat.
It's because it was at his own roast.
Mm.
No, just over the years.
I don't know. I just remember the last interview he did, or that I saw for Red 2, where he just had complete and total contempt for everybody who came in on the press junket to interview him about it. And he wanted to talk about other movies. He was like, yeah, I think I'd rather watch that sushi movie than this movie. And I forget who was there with him. Just kind of looked over at him and was like, oh, and what movie is that? You know, the one where the guy, he does, he likes to do sushi. It's that sushi movie. And it's like, you know what, dude? If you just watch the movie and you don't remember what the title of it is, then shut up. Don't even mention it. I think what he was talking about was Jiro Dreams of Sushi. It's a documentary about a guy who that's all he's ever done. His whole life was be a sushi chef. That's all he ever wanted to do. Which
fun.
I can get behind that. That's some coolness.
Doc, my battery's low.
Why?
Because this thing can't last more than 2 hours, apparently, off the battery.
Well, you should use the shit that you don't need to have consistently plugged in. By the way, wait a minute. By the way, good morning to Olacera. I didn't know if 3/4 was still in the chat. You can give him shit for that. I don't know. I don't know if that. Did we ever explain that? No, yeah, I think we did. We did. And if you guys don't know what it is, then it's not my fault. I explained it once. If it got blocked in every fucking sensible country, not my fault still. Well, I guess technically it is my fault. Because everything that we played from the everything that we actually played from the lobby soundtrack, I don't think any of it's gotten a shut down. I think it's only the shit that Nia Cadet picked will get us shut down. But I can't be sure.
Right.
I didn't keep up on anybody tonight. I didn't know if anybody was running.
I'm chubby. I don't run.
Yeah, I just kind of limp along. I have no idea. Well, Undoom put out one. That wasn't a stream. That's cool. I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, by the way, do you know who Raz Simone is?
Name sounds familiar.
He is the warlord of Chop.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he actually rents out his apartment through Airbnb, and Louder with Crowder rented it.
Oh wow!
And while all this shit is going on, and he the guy who was staying there started putting up like signs, like Chaz Annex, and like fuck the police and all this shit. And it's a really, really nice condo because he's actually the guy who was the warlord of Chaz is actually worth millions.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And he just got a grant for $83,000 to open up a recording studio for underprivileged rappers. Not that studio actually exists yet, but he got $83,000 for it.
Well, you can make a fairly decent studio with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start hanging pictures so the echo dies down, or set up like the only thing that I was thinking of is maybe set up, like how they have those dividers, like the old 1800s dividers where they go behind it and change. That's the only thing I'm thinking of to where I could cut down my sound traveling. I was looking at a sound screen, but I don't think that'd work. Who the? Hold on. I'm doing a show right now. I'm seeing you right now at the IRS desk. Here, wait. I'll put you on speakerphone so they can at least hear you. Okay. So what's going on?
So my phone, my laptops, they're all having technical difficulties. Like, they don't seem to want to be connecting to the internet. I tried opening up Discord on my phone. It's not working. The Discord thing on my laptop is saying it'll go to yellow connecting and then red disconnected. And it keeps flashing between those two. And I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know if you guys can even hear me through, like, can you hear me talking through the desk at all?
Just through my phone, because you're not even lighting up in Discord.
Yeah, I'm not even muted. Like, it keeps saying connecting, disconnected. Like, you were in the middle of talking, and then all of a sudden, nothing. And it won't load the YouTube page, because I was trying to connect to that so that I could type in there, like, guys, I don't know what's wrong. Somebody fix my Discord for me. But it seems to just be some form of issue with my technology, because technology hates me.
So wait, it doesn't matter whether or not you're trying it on the phone or you're trying it on your laptop. Ah, God damn it.
It's not working either way. I'm going to see if it works on my other laptop.
No, not the old laptop.
Yes, I just want to see if it will even work. Let me just connect from here because it's not even doing anything.
Yeah, why don't you kill the app and kill the laptop connection, and then just try do a shutdown and a restart on the Lappy. You could do a shutdown and a restart on the phone, but then again, that means you would no longer be talking with us.
Yeah, I'm doing a restart right now on the Lappy, on my Lappy, and then I'm checking with my old Lappy.
Telling you.
I just to see if it'll even connect, because this is at least saying that can't be reached.
By the way,
Yeah.
good morning to Sinfire.
I think you said Sinfire. Hi, Sinfire.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yo.
So it seems to be the Discord app for all three devices.
That's fucked up, because, are you having any problems, Pickle?
No, but I was going to say it could be router.
It could be what?
The router.
Oh, yeah, Pickle's saying that it could be the router.
I'm going to be checking the router in just a second, but I figured I'd check, like, all devices just in case. I always have the worst luck when it comes to technology. The router, I'm looking at it right now, and it says that I have internet, and that everything's, like, green. Well, the internet thing is blue, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't, because we have the most archaic versions of shit with Spectrum.
I'm gonna give the router a nice, like, 30-second shutdown. Shut it off for the count to 30, then try and turn it back on, and see if hopefully that helps. Because it's saying that there's no internet, which is very sad. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a try and see what's going on with that. If not, then I'm here on the phone with y'all.
Yeah, I don't know if Pickle can hear you at all.
I can.
Okay, because I put it right next to the mic, so hopefully you can. By the way, here's that Pickle. Here's the Here's that mic screen that I was talking about. I can put it in the general too.
Oh.
Oh, guess what?
Chicken butt.
As soon as I turned on the other lappy, it said updating. As soon as it launched back on for a restart, it said that it's updating. So, just specifically.
I don't know. I took away the power a long time ago for Discord to do updates. It has to ask me. So yeah, that's the.
Should I use the Discord app on my phone?
So that's like the mic screen that I'm thinking of, because I've already got a pop filter, and that doesn't mean dick. If you know,
As long as you can see around it, whatever you need.
I mean, if you know how to talk when you're talking into a microphone, the pop filters are really nothing.
Right. I was talking about the pop filter.
Well, it's got little hinges on it, so it can curve.
Well, it also looks like it's on them.
Yeah, it looks like it's on like a mic stand, but it doesn't really look like it comes with the mic stand.
Right.
I think they're fooling me on this. No, yeah, it's able to be mounted on a microphone stand or on an upright boom. Yeah, you guys need to furnish the stand. You suck. Wish.com, I'm not paying $40 for this.
Okay.
Yep.
It is.
This is, I know. So now, I have it all set up. I have it trying to connect to the internet, and it's saying there's no internet connection, which I know is bullshit. So it's doing the same thing that my old laptop does.
I have no idea what to say about that.
I have no idea either, and it's making me wonder. Why does technology hate me?
There's this feeling I get when I look to the west. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics because I've tried to erase it.
My spirit is crying for leaving.
I'm just trying to erase that song. Honestly, that song, it was like the first 100,000 times that I heard it, it was okay. And because somebody like loaned me the album. Remember kids when they had albums? They're having them again now, but back then there were only albums. They're like, oh man, you got to listen to this, and they gave me Zeppelin 4, and I listened to the other side more than I listened to the side that had fucking Stairway to Heaven on it.
Yeah. Misty Mountain Hop and Break.
Let me let me take a look here. Let me try to stir some memories here. Because it only had what? See, I think this is my assumption. I assume that the record industry lasted longer and bands didn't burn out as quickly before CDs showed up. Because like you only had to have like 8 or 10 songs for an
Right.
album, and now you got to have like 12 to 16.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's because everybody's got to push out those fucking singles.
Yeah, well, one of my favorite
Wow.
words is still "single." The marketing geniuses came up with that shit back in the day, and it made me giggle. I'm trying to. Let me see here. Okay, there it is. Okay, so really, are you guys going to be that anal retentive? Okay, so there were 4 songs on each side.
Mm-hmm.
There, side 1 was Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Battle of Evermore, and Stairway to Heaven. And then on the other side was Misty Mountain Hop, 4 Sticks, Going to California, and When the Levee Breaks. Yeah.
I love When the Levee Breaks.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much well, I always like Bonham stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand Bonham though. I mean, because all the smarty people were just like, "Hey, this is what it means." Check out this because he's doing syncopated, overlapping drumming, and I'm like, I don't get it. I just like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's. Sometimes I think people overanalyze shit, but I'm trying to remember. There's a guy I sub to on YouTube that breaks shit down.
Would that be like Rick Beato?
I don't. Let me pull him up here.
Because he like literally goes song like literally track by track.
It's called the channel is called 12 Tone.
Okay, not familiar with that one.
Hey, welcome to 12 Tone. Pink Floyd's The Wall is one of the most famous rock operas of all time, and probably my favorite part of it is the dreamlike doctor sequence represented by the song Comfortably Numb.
But yeah, like Rick Beato, like he goes in like elaborate fucking
here. I will
song.
I will not only put this in the general, but I will also. I'll go pimp him out in a no context tweet. This one is like a 7-minute. Here's. God damn it. he
I know that feeling.
He breaks down Comfortably Numb. About what type of music tricks that they're using.
Yeah. Beato does the same.
He uses doodles too to kind of explain it, and then he puts breaks into the music. He inserts the music like this is the music progression that I'm talking about. It's part of his understanding music series. Kid's smart. Kid's very smart. Although I was on a kick for a while doing the people doing the reaction videos like black people listening to Pink Floyd for the first time.
Yeah.
And they're just like this shit is amazing.
I've actually met one of the reaction channels.
In a dark alley, or?
No, they actually came onto the Kunstream. talked to on my suggestion, and that was Vin and Sorry.
I don't know. I watched a
They
bunch of them.
they mainly react to just metal stuff because it's a lot of it is stuff he knows, but she doesn't.
Well, I like watching black people listening to what's called white music, and I love white people listening to like hardcore rap and hip hop, and trying to be analytical. When it's like, you know what, when I grew up, there really wasn't a split, because people were like when I lived in the projects, people were listening to Sugar Hill Gang as much as they were listening to Kiss, as much as they were listening to Casey and the Sunshine Band and Keith Sweat. I mean, everybody got around the block as far as music. And it just depended on like here's the thing, like in the projects that we lived in the apartment complexes, they were pretty much all kind of like U-shaped.
Like a cul-de-sac.
Yeah. I mean, it's here. Imagine it, if you will, like a zipper, and the teeth are the open parts. Where yeah, I mean, it's just basically lined up government housing. And it depended, because like if somebody had gone to the record store that day and got a new album, they were putting it on their quadraphonic stereo system and just cranking it out their fucking window.
I'm calling bullshit on that.
What?
Because there were only like 4 albums that were actually. So.
No, it's that. No, but that's what all of them were labeled as the quadraphonic stereo. Nothing ever played in. I mean, it played in stereo because it was coming out of 2 different speakers.
Yeah, but like quadraphonic, it was special recording style.
Dude, it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick like Cinerama.
Mm-hmm.
But
like I said, I'm not even sure what all albums recorded in it, but I think the Who did one album. Hell, it was called Quadrophenia.
I'm not sure.
They also made a movie about it.
I know that we had the second to the last Cinerama theater here, and they only ever made 4 movies to show in Cinerama. So I got to see all 4 of them eventually, and then they were just like, well, you know, we don't really need it. The gimmick doesn't sell, blah, blah, blah. And so they sold it off to somebody. So somewhere in California, the Cinerama that we had is gone. Mm-hmm. It's like we had a movie theater at the mall, at the Dayton Mall, Cinema One. It legitimately had a drive-in movie screen.
Nice.
And when they finally closed it down because they wanted to go to the smaller versions, an actual drive-in movie theater bought that screen. We still do have 2 drive-ins here.
There's supposed to be once. Fuck if I know.
Well, ours are like at the opposite ends. You literally have to drive out of Dayton proper. Drive out of the county and either go up to New Carlisle or down close to Middletown. And there are theaters there. Last time I went out to, they had the old 50s reels running. And I'm enamored with it because the nostalgia is just awesome. Let's see if I can find it. because there's a lot of people who didn't ever go to a drive-in movie, and it's a neat experience. I know people are critically nostalgic about it.
Let's.
Okay, here, wait. I know it's going to be this. Yeah, it's the nostalgia blog guy. Okay, here. I'll just have this running while we're talking. Bink. There it is. And there we go. Oh.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
They used to play this shit just ad nauseum.
Delicious things to eat.
I mean, this was their advertisement between the movies. Usually, it was a double feature. Sometimes the drive-in would pull a triple, but that was usually like Friday and Saturday. But yeah, that's.
Let's play refreshment quiz.
Crunchy,
crispy,
now,
butter drenched. You're right.
Of course, if you go out to see a movie
Popcorn.
nowadays, they've got all this shit loaded at the beginning.
Right again. Our ice
Like in between, they have like that trivia thing running,
good to eat.
and then like last time I was there was for Deadpool 2,
Popcorn.
and they had a
Mouth-watering candy bars.
lot of Fanta commercials.
Right now.
Don't you want to?
And they also had advertisements for
That's a good idea.
God,
I do feel a little
I-
hungry and thirsty.
I think it was TNT. They had a lot of advertisements for Turner
I will
Network.
go to the lobby for some of that delicious popcorn.
Popcorn?
Dynamite.
Wait for old Tex. I'm hungry too. Hi there, Tex. Have some popcorn.
I don't know.
Beats hay any day.
Shit.
Well, dust my britches. Just look at that.
By the way, Cadunt did hang up on us
Cold drink.
I don't know.
because she's doing Cadunty things.
Hi. You hungry?
Like hanging up on it.
Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat.
Oh no, that's no. Oh no.
I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun. And I'm ready for your eating fun.
Some of these advertisements are way too fucking innocent for their own good.
Delicious. Yum, yum.
What didn't Quentin Tarantino use for the Grindhouse show? Didn't he use the old 70s coming attractions thing?
I believe so.
Oh God, they're now showing the one where it's teaching the hot dog to jump into the bun, and teaching the ice cream sandwiches to walk the tightrope. This shit was completely common, and of course the Fudgicle is doing the majorette by leading the other the little ice cream cups.
That's why I like, and I know not everybody saw the Aqua Teen Hunger Force film for movies called. I can't.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen it either.
Yeah, they did an Aqua Teens. And for the intro, they did the whole little, like, refreshments thing. Only the music was done by Mastodon.
Because Mastodon is good drive-in.
Right?
Mastodon is a unique band. I will say that much.
Yes. Yes, and they are they constantly try to change up their, which is something a lot of bands don't even fucking attempt.
Oh, hey, Zell showed up in the chat. Good morning, Zell.
Fuck off, Zell.
He said,
No real reason, just said it.
he said, I'm about to head off to bed, but I thought I'd pop in and say hello. Night, y'all. Well, thank you, Sal. Sharing time. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I didn't. After I got messed with the female man, that just kind of blew my whole day. And then I was sitting there because I've got like 5 boxes filled with rocks that I'm sending. And the one thing I forgot is that there's a weight limit.
Oh.
I am sincerely hoping none of these weigh over 70 pounds.
Right.
But I don't know. There is one that's questionable. And that would suck if I would have to bust it open and then part it out into other boxes. Although, at this point, at least everything is wrapped up. You know, everything's bubble wrapped. I've only had one casualty. I had a blue calcite sphere that I was moving a tray of balls, and it slipped right off, hit the ground, and 2 pieces cracked off of it. And I'm like, motherfucker. It made me sad. Now, I don't remember Super Mario Brothers being featured with the drive-in movies, but then again, when I was going to the drive-in, they were using the old ones from the 50s and the 60s.
Oh.
Yeah, like the Let's Go Out to the Lobby. That one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did that all the time. And it's so funny because honestly, every time they showed actual food being served, it looked like shit. It looked fucking horrible. Wait a minute. Here's wait. I can bring this up without any sound. Bink. Now, you guys can tell me whether or not you think this looks good. And honestly, I never saw them do like a fucking rotisserie make a pork shank. Never. It was always that shit that came from like you'd buy it from like CFS.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or like it was a high school thing. You know, like where the high schools would always get their square pizzas and their soy burgers.
Yeah, but those school pizzas taste awesome.
You know, the one I used to like was the beef and noodles. The beef and noodles was always my favorite. But then again, I went to school before they put vending machines into the cafeteria too. I became a speech coach for my old school, and then I came back about 10 or 15 years later to help do some organizing and some judging for my old school. And when I came into the cafeteria, it was an alien thing because there was literally 2 walls that were just lined with vending machines.
Weird.
Well, I guess it's a progressive thing.
I mean, we had them we had them at schools, but not the same thing.
Really, because we never had a vending machine one, but then again, we never had computers either.
Oh, we did.
Well, you know,
We had a class. I took a class that taught us typing, which I forgot because I took it in middle school. And then we also had a class that taught us like the basics of like C++.
oh, dude, I failed the shit out of typing class. I was just not good at it. I haven't gotten any better either. I mean, that was a skill I never thought, what the fuck am I going to need typing for? Because, like, IRL, typing was for secretaries and stenographers. And maybe that great American author who, holds himself up in a cabin in the woods and, takes his old Smith Corona and hunts and pecks his way to the end of a novel. Watching these old people drink coffee, it's like, no, you don't drink coffee at a drive-in.
Well, I mean, I would.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't have like the little little disposable paper cup that has the handle on it.
No.
You basically, just bring a fucking thermos or something. This is some amazingly weird shit. They are way too much enjoying this coffee. And apparently they gave the kid a bag of crack. Whatever he's eating.
Right.
It's like they keep re-showing the same damn thing over and over again. Wait a minute. Let's go to... Yeah. That's not real ice cream. Those are probably not real snow cones. See, this was back in the day where you could lie about your product. And they have what they call food artists. And they would replicate shit in like they used like styrofoam. And when it got later, they actually were using like latex and spray painting it.
Oh.
Whereas like in the things that you're seeing now, there was no food artist involved. Somebody's like, go bake a pizza. We need to shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's that's some I don't remember any of that, but okay. The 50s was a really fucked up time.
Heard something about that.
Yeah, let's see. What else are we looking at here? Oh wait, I can't actually flip around. I gotta close that for a second. And I'm gonna send Kadunti a message.
Okay.
There we go. Come early and get a good parking spot. Oh man. I remember we always without fail, like, okay, our hangout spots, we usually went to one or two places, and it was dependent on the day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We'd either go to Putt Putt, because that was the place where you would go because they had the video games.
Right. And
they had Putt Putt too, so I don't know, I guess if you were too drunk to play a video game, you'd pay $4 and play nine holes of Putt Putt.
Nice.
And the other thing was going to the drive-in. And we would literally try to find the person who had the biggest vehicle that could be borrowed. And then everybody would pile in to the trunk like fucking cordwood. So we could sneak people in. Because it used to be, it was like $2 a head. It was either $2 or $3. There are very few drive-ins that actually did the $5 for a whole carload. So yeah, we try to sneak people in, and half the time we would get caught.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's not like they're like, get the fuck out of here. They're just like, okay, give us your money. Like, damn it. Yeah, we actually, Ghost Dog, we used to have one in Fairborn called the Skyborn Theater, and it used to play porn. It was a porn drive-in. But when the VHS market came in, they changed up their tactics, and they started playing first-run movies. I can remember going there to see Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about the ambience of a drive-in, because like when you're a wee little kid, normally you just want to fuck around and just like there's a place I used to go called the Belmont Auto, and in the front they actually had a playground. You know, swing sets and rocking horses and seesaws and all that shit. And they also had like five grilling stations. So now they didn't supply the gas to do the grilling, but if you wanted to bring your own charcoal and throw it in there, you were allowed to bring in food to grill. Mm-hmm. If you were doing it just for your family, of course, you weren't allowed to sell it. But yeah, I can't. I think it was in my late teens, maybe early 20s, when I would go to a drive-in where I'd actually watch the movie. Although I do remember that my mom, back in, what was it, 73, took us to see The Exorcist at the drive-in. I was a young kid back then, by the way. Just thought I'd mention. I don't think I was into double digits yet. But then again, my mom was the kind of person that's like, well, you know, I will go ahead if you guys will go to sleep. I will do story time. I will read you like a chapter or two of a book. And we'd be like, well, you know, what book are you reading? And so she would like start a book, and she would read whatever the hell that she was reading. And one of the things that she really liked to do was read a lot of horror. She really liked horror. And I'm trying to think, like one of the books that she read to us was Exorcist.
Oh.
As little kids, she also read Amityville Horror to us.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I love to I love to see documentaries about the supernatural. I think with what she did got us ingrained in our brains. So tomorrow I'm going to Ollie's. Do you have an Ollie's near you?
No.
Ollie's is, let me see. Ollie's is like Odd Lots, except less organized. I wouldn't kid you.
And we got weird shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't go to odd lots anymore. And I know they're called big lots now, but when they were around, they were odd lots. And when they were odd lots, they actually sold discount cigarettes too.
Oh.
But yeah, I just like odd lots because it used to be when you'd show up, you had no fucking clue what they were going to have. Now they're a lot more organized, and I don't like them as much because it's like you used to be able to go there and go, okay, yeah, I'm going to get me some weird funky flavor of Oreos. Because the shit that didn't sell was what odd lots usually ended up with, right? And I mean, you'd get like, you know, like carrot cake or red velvet cake or fudge flavor or hot chocolate and marshmallows. And they were like $2 a bag. Whereas, you know, they used to sell them for like $3.50 or something like that. Now they sell their shit for like $3.50. Make it like maybe 50 cents cheaper. And it's like, okay, you're not really giving me any incentive to buy this.
Right.
Although, when I learned that when I learned that Clearly Canadian was going out of business, all their shit landed at odd lots. And I went around the town buying up cases of let's see if I can find a picture of it. My favorite Clearly Canadian was called Western Loganberry. Now, when you're tripping, there is nothing better than Clearly Canadian. Because it's like I don't know. It's like
it tastes like stuff.
It's like liquid color running down your throat, and you're fine with that.
Somebody else was talking.
Yeah, people try to convince you. Oh, well, just get the Mountain Blackberry. No, that's not the same as Western Loganberry. They are different flavors. And here, only thing I could find was an empty bottle, so I'll no context tweet that. Yes, Western Loganberry. And when I heard that they did that Kickstarter campaign and brought back Clearly Canadian, I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. But they only came back with cherry, peach, blackberry, and I think raspberry. Wait a minute, let me look it up. Okay, wild cherry, mountain blackberry, orchard peach, and country raspberry. Unfortunately, people got really fucking nuts on that campaign. But then again, you know, like people who had paid like hundreds of dollars for it, it took them for fucking ever to deliver. Like once the Kickstarter was done, because it was clearly successful, and it took them about, I think, people started getting it like 6 months afterwards. But the delay for most of it was like a year, to where people are like, are we going to get this or what? And they're like, no, it exists here. And they would give like little short videos of, you know, here's the factory. Yeah, we are making them. I don't even know if they're still making them, though. That would be interesting. Let's see. Well, there is a clearlycanadian.com. Make your shelf a time machine with Clearly Canadian. Okay, well, just because Seinfeld and Sex and the City drink it, that doesn't make it popular. Ow. Ah. Got pins and needles. They kicked my ass. Store Finder. Well, it's a 2020 website. Let's see. Don't be an asshole. You guys should be able to put in your zip. For God's sake.
Put units.
They're saying that it is being sold. Let's see. Apparently there are 4 places in Dayton that sell it. I mean, it's got like a. Are you going to tell me? Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks like we're dealing with like drive-throughs. Yeah, pick and roll drive-through. Yeah, okay. Never mind. But then again, oh God, the single serve down on Dryden. When I was a security guard, I saw Dryden Road for like 3.5, almost 4 years straight. I guarded at the same complex. It was a place called Bass Incorporated, and Bass stood for Business Application Software Systems. Now, you want to talk about anachronistic and getting squeezed out of the market that you helped create? These guys were the ones who created the handheld scanners for grocery stores. You know, so you could just take the gun and zap it.
Yeah, I've got one sitting next here.
Well, you remember back in the day, they were big, bulky fucking things. And
or were you talking about like the Telzon unit?
No. This one, they actually had like a pack that hooked into your belt loop, so you could zap it with the gun, and then you take a look at the thing that was on your belt and see what came up. You know, okay, so I scanned this UPC, and then you take a look at the base unit. And these guys were on the cutting edge of it.
Yeah, see, that's the old shit.
Yeah. Let's see here. And it's funny too, because Dayton was the place for NCR, which was National Cash Register. And they, you talk about somebody who got knocked out of business. Poor bastards. And then now, I did not know this. I was in Walmart, and I'm like, man, where are the price check machines? I need to find it. And there's this guy. He was like, hey, I got the Walmart app on my phone. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I can scan the barcodes and it'll tell me how much it is. I'm like, really?
These? Yeah.
I mean,
that's why they don't have the scanners. Well, I mean, you can find like 1 or 2 usually scattered.
Well, yeah, the place where I was at, apparently the power was out for the scanners that were in that general area. I had to literally go someplace else in the store to find it. Um, I was hoping that I could actually find a. Um, I wonder if I put in their actual name, if it would pull up. I know they don't exist anymore.
What don't?
The company, because the technology got too fast for them, and they couldn't keep up.
Happened.
So what they helped to introduce, eventually the market crushed them. Because it's like they were riding high on the hog because they were the only ones doing it at the time. And then, I don't know, maybe we should blame the Japanese.
Oh.
Oh. Because, what is it? What was it from Die Hard? You know, you won in World War II, but we got you back selling Tic Tacs.
Hello.
Ah!
Ah! Hello, Joker.
So how is everyone doing today?
We lost Kadant. Apparently, her technology revolted on her. I got to wait an hour and a half to file a complaint with the United States Postal Service.
Yay!
Ah, God, that was fun. But you know what? The person that I actually talked to, the rep, excellent at her job, because like normally, since I spent almost 30 years in like phone service, if somebody's not that good, I will literally go, okay, you know, you did good on this, and this, but you need to work on this. Here's your area of opportunity. She was on the ball all the way through. She hit it all. So I'm like, this must be her career. I don't think Kadanti's going to make it back. I could call her.
Gaming, you still alive?
I don't know. Is gaming in here? I haven't looked back.
Gaming's muted.
I've been here for like 40 minutes.
Well, good morning, gaming. I haven't. I've been back over to the Discord. But good morning.
Who do you think brought Joker in here?
Jesus.
Nope.
I did nothing.
By the way, how did your show go tonight?
Okay, till I passed out. Well, that was the earlier show.
Oh. I've been preoccupied getting everything labeled for shipping and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
Although I should probably send you a video of that dichroic glass art sphere, because it is pretty fucking cool. I spent quite a bit of a day looking at it because I'm that kind of special. Let's see. Maybe I can make a movie of it right here, right now. Goddamn camera. And I think, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna kill the light. I'm at a camera light so that you can see it. Because if you look at
So,
it from the back,
gaming.
it
Did you
doesn't look
tell?
that good.
Did you tell Doc about that little situation that happened the other day in your server?
Oh yeah, Doctor.
I think
Trust me.
that's the one that Kadunti added lore to, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me see. It's
Write a little WD-40 on it.
It's funny. I took a. Oh God, she's got that squeaky toy thing too. Good God. Can you upload video to Discord?
As long as
yes, but unless you're
a commie,
you pay for Discord. Whatever, they limit your shit.
yeah, it's what under what 2 gigs. Anything over 2 gigs, you have to be a member. For
I don't know. I just recorded one that's 30 seconds long.
it might be able to fit on Discord then.
Yeah, just see if that your quality that you.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, I could theoretically just upload the fucking thing to YouTube.
This is true.
Let's see. Although uploading a 30-second clip took like about a minute.
Right.
Okay, so I put this here, and I'm making a video. There we go. Download. From the back, it doesn't look that good. Oh, shut up. I don't need to hear it. Okay, there we go. And show me the folder where it's in. Oh, okay, it's in the download folder. Okay. How do I do this? I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. Okay, so you know what? Let's see if this actually works. Let's do this. Let's see if I can upload while I stream. It's in the downloads. It's that. Bear with me here just a second. I am filled with entertainment value this evening. Good fucking God. Going back through my search history, and a lot of it is Captain Morgan. Cannon Blast.
Good stuff.
Well, I'll see how high I get.
I might have to try that sometime. I've never been. I haven't had the time to go to a liquor store, so I had to buy these. They're pretty good, but dang, I'm not gonna spend another $14 and some change on it. Those hard seltzer lemonade that I bought.
Apparently there are issues abounding for Kadunti. Okay. I did no context tweet a picture of what a dichroic sphere is. It's an optical illusion. vortex made by artistic fuckers. And I will put that up. And come on, it's a 30-second fucking video. No, I don't need an end screen. I am going to put it as unlisted, but once it comes up, I will share the link in the chat with you guys. So if you want to see what it looks like. Yeah, that didn't take any time. But is that the link? Let's see. We click on the link, and what does it do? Okay, so here you go, guys. I will send a few. I will put the link up. Now, I apologize, but for some reason, the focus seems to be an issue on this. I think it's because it doesn't have the actual light. I didn't use the light from the phone. And it has a tendency to be a bit blurry.
And let's just take shit pictures of it.
Yeah, that's that blurriness is irritating the piss out of me. It's focusing on the floor for some goddamn reason. Okay, so it does work. So let me there we go. Okay, so I'll put that in the general. You know,
you're a general.
I am. I'm a commander. What was it? I just learned. I didn't know this, but on the Orville, the identification for the ship starts off as the NTE for its serial number, and NTE means not the Enterprise.
That's clever.
They were doing jokes. Okay, I'm going to put the link into testicular self-examination. There, okay. There's that thing, and then I
wanna check it out. You taste it up.
And then I will also. Good morning, Stelvin, and good morning, Cybertaz.
Oh.
Here's the
that's wicked.
Here's the link to the dichroic glass, and apparently it's an art form that's been around for a long fucking time.
It's fucking wicked.
Yeah. Like I said, now all I need is LSD, and I could make a day of just staring at that fucking thing. And it's weird too because it depends on how the light hits it. Like the first one that I sent Cadunt, you couldn't even see like the pink and the red and the orange in it. But yeah, yeah, it's fucking cosmic and shit. So. Why so quiet, gaming? Did he just come on so he could go and make something to eat?
Probably, or maybe one of his man friends came over to give.
Shut
him
the
a
fuck
good
up! I already ate. I'm just winding down.
What'd you eat today?
Chicken soup.
Oh. Well, I can't fault you, man. I went incredibly basic today too. I did I did beans and added bacon and cheese.
I had a pizza.
I've got one of those 12-piece chicken bites from Domino's in the fridge still.
Oh no! These are these fucking frozen pizzas.
Oh,
fucking! They're a local brand. They're from a couple. My God,
you're
so fantastic.
You're clipping again.
Ah, fucking Discord, you piece of shit, fucking app.
Okay.
Oh, Buzz says that's what he said. I would just put that in the general right before he lost all his rank. Yeah, I love the optical illusion thing. But good God, man, can that thing not be blurry? Do I need to clean the lens or something? Is that what the fuckery is? I will use my official. I'm going through clothes. I'm wearing my Job Squad shirt. So if you're a fan of wrestling, go back about 20 years. The Job Squad was made for people who were doing the job or getting pinned. I've got actually two of them. This one says kissing ass is not in our JOB description. And then the other one I have is a little baby laying on its back, flipping the bird. That says on our back since birth.
Oh.
So now that could be interpreted a couple different ways, but when you make it relevant to wrestling.
Right.
So yeah, you guys have a you've got a very special thing to mess with, because nobody else knows that the dichroic 30-second video exists except for just you 8 watching. So enjoy the secrecy. Don't share it with friends.
Spread that shit all over the.
I don't think they could handle the magnitude. But yeah.
Spread it like herpes.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten a bigger one, but I do want to stay within budget.
Where'd you get it from, and how much did it cost?
Actually, I got it from. I saved the card. It's called Ocean Dunes Glass Art. They have an Etsy store, and it was, I think with shipping, it ended up to be like $70. And the one I got was only like 45 millimeter in diameter. But I've always wanted one of those. But then again, I paid about the same price to get the Dream Sphere, and that fucking thing is like 75 millimeters. And this guy figured out how to fracture this polymer at a molecular level, so the actual sphere has no color in it, but with how the light hits it, it actually refracts color. It's all sciencey and shit. Here, I will put a no context tweet up for that. There we go. That's what a Dream Sphere looks like. And that one's pretty badass. So we are at the 5 o'clock hour. Our cadunt has had to go MIA because shit happened, and I've been suppressing a yawn for a while now. I'm old. I just have to face that. I just have to deal with it. So
Yeah.
let us become shiltastic, shall we? And Joker, start us off, because I know we went bottom to top last time.
No, he didn't. It was just me.
Well, no, because remember Bunny.
Oh yeah.
So there we go. I may only have like a 48-hour memory retention, so I'm gonna try to exploit it the best I can. Okay, Joker, start us off, please.
If you enjoyed what's been going on here, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And when you're done with that, feel free to check out my channel. It's under my real name, BRYONKING. I hope to hear from you later. Thank you. Goodbye.
And yes, good morning to Wikipedia snippet. We're ending.
How is he?
We're ending it soon, but yes, technically I'm not a rock hound. I mean, I would like to be. I just haven't been out in the field enough. I'm more a rock enthusiast. But I do have a channel that should have gone up. I mean, it exists. I haven't shared it around yet, but that should have gone up earlier this year. But because of Corona, it shut everything the fuck down. So my timetable and doing my adventures in rock hounding has not yet started. But I think in 2 weeks I'm going up to Michigan, and Merck and Mona and myself are going to be mining specular hematite in the day, and then we're going to go out to Lake Michigan at night with UV flashlights and search for Uperlights. Because Uperlights glow in the dark because they got calcite in them. They glow orange. Okay, gaming.
Subscribe.
Woo. And Pickle.
I'm the Full Metal Pickle. You can find me over at the Full Metal Pickle channel, where on Tuesdays I generally talk about music and other shit. And on Wednesday and Thursday nights I do Nocturnal Transmissions, your midweek pre-IRS destination, should Docking Cadet decide to run.
We'll just keep it at a brisk pace. Unfortunately, Cadent's technology got the better of her tonight. But her links are down there in the descriptor as well as mine. The Streamlabs thing is supposed to work. It don't fucking work. So
Is it still not work?
No. I had somebody send me a message today saying, "Yeah, I tried to donate on the stream and it just gave me an error message."
You're an error message.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. It's a urinary message because I'm getting pissed all over. But you know what? That's not the actual important part, whether or not people are throwing cash at us. But I kind of like the interactivity. But seeing me up there as the actual Streamlabs boss, that's still fucking irritating. That leads me to thank those who have stopped by this evening. That includes the Full Metal Pickle, the Full Metal Joker, and Gaming and Yelling. And that's only half the cast. The other half is you. Yes, you over there in that there chat. You basically help motivate us and drive us along the way. And you are an important part of our show, and we appreciate you. So for my mystical, magical, malevolent, magnificent, maleficent, and currently missing co-host, Kadan, and myself, Doc Griffin. Thanks, everybody, for stopping out this evening. If you're still awake and you're still online and you can get over into the ward, they'll be running a little bit of after stream. So, stop by, say hi, join into the conversation, or just hang out and listen. It doesn't make a difference. Well, 6 of one, half dozen of another. So, thanks, everybody, for stopping out this evening. If you could, just do me one simple favor. Leave the money on the dresser. Bye. Oh, wait. I got to do the call the herd.